So, Sib, I'll let you explain the Katusha.
Okay. Katusha is the Tier 4 Soviet mobile artillery piece. Fires a barrage in a sequence of 4 or 5 barrages. There will be a pretty large area that you can select if Zero already has a Katusha. I'm not sure if you do. Okay, so if you press the barrage ability and decide to use it, a circle will come up, and this indicates that the majority of your rockets will land somewhere within this circle. You can't really specifically select where they will land unless you use the Vet 1 precision ability, but the Katusha has a funny game mechanic in which it will be more accurate at shorter ranges and less accurate the further away it shoots. So sometimes in order to compensate for that, you can say aim your circle slightly forward, because if you know okay, it's gonna be hard to explain this, but picture this scenario. You want to fire at a like max distance effectively, and you know that the scatter for that will be considerably more than you were if you were firing a shorter distance. So in order to compensate for that, you can actually aim as much as you can towards the limit of the Katusha. So while your rockets will still be scattering more, chances are they'll land a lot more frequently in the lowest section of the circle. So that's a little tip and trick you can use when you're firing over long ranges, but again, it's heavily dependent on RNG.
So here I'll give an example right here. I think you have some units there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see, but the rockets are scattering so much that Zero hasn't really managed to hit anything.
I did shoot it a bit off target though, because I misclicked. But here we'll give it another example. In the meantime, I'll bring up an Su-76. Maybe another good point is to say how low health it is. So as soon as you fire, your enemy will see where you're firing from. So as soon as you finish firing, you want to get the Katusha out of there. A lot like the Panzerwerfer, because one shot from a tank or even a Panzerfaust and it's almost dead. So a tank will just one shot it, and a Panzerfaust will bring its health like down to 25%. And so you want to hide it as soon as you finish firing with it. So let me just show a better example here of the Katusha.
To protect your Katusha, it's a good idea to shift things. Like I think you explained them last week or your first streams. Just hold shift, and then give the attack order, and then just shift click away. So the Katusha does all that in one motion, and you don't need to worry about your Katusha still being in the same place and vulnerable to attack.
Yeah, great.
So, yeah, you just want to remind that, yeah.
Yeah, great tip. I think I'll just repeat it because while you were explaining it, it was firing and I don't think we heard you properly. So Von Kluge was saying that you can use the shift, like I explained on the first stream, to queue up orders. So you can tell the Katusha to fire and then to move to another point. So it will fire and then it will move back to whatever point you said. So that's a good way of making sure that your Katusha stays safe and far from your enemy. Sib, I'll let you explain the Su-76.
Okay, Su-76. It's a good little harassment unit from Tier 4, which has a barrage ability, which can be quite nasty against enemy encampments, particularly if they're stationary. It costs no munitions, unlike the Ziz barrage, so you basically get free barrages provided you wait until the cooldown's off. It does penetrate the P4 and any type of Tier 3 tank that can come out, but struggles against the heavier tanks, obviously. Its damage is... it makes a dent, but you pretty much have to support it. You can obviously mass them in numbers, but I would use the Su-76 more of as a barrage support type tank, which is primarily aimed at taking out lighter vehicles like the half-track or the 222.
Can you maybe bring up an MG just to show how the barrage is effective?
Yeah, sure, I have some infantry I'll bring up.
So it does have also the tracking ability at Vet 1, like the AT gun. So that's a good little trick to use. So he does have, you do have an MG right there. So I'll just, it does also barrage very far. So as you can see, it can stay in this position and reach that MG and engineers that are there. Oh, it took out all 3 men. So it's very effective long range. Yeah, as you can see, it took out that MG. So if you have any problems with MG42s, you can use the barrage ability from the Su-76. Bunkluge?
Yeah, I have a small question. Whether the barrages get accuracy penalties if they fire into the fog of war. So.
I don't think they do.
No, they don't. Fog of War has no penalty.
Alright, and I think Dane said this to me and said it in one of his casts. I think if you use the barrage ability on the Su-76, it will get increased armor penetration on tanks. Is that true or not?
I'm not sure. Sib?
That again, if that's true or not doesn't actually matter because the barrage ability and the actual main gun penetration values will be pretty much the same, so you're talking about negligible differences. And why would you ever want to barrage a tank considering you're frozen in place, you activate the cooldown and just leave yourself open to an enemy tank just rolling in there and picking you off?
Yeah, that is a good point. Good point too. Yeah, go ahead, Van.
No, maybe I don't know if it actually had any advantages. I would consider it, even if it's bloody stupid because you'll almost certainly lose the Su-76. But yeah, who knows? For a desperate player or slightly drunk player, yeah, I don't know. It's not
obviously, if there's like a tank that's badly damaged in the fog of war and it's retreating with a damaged engine, I mean, by all means, use the barrage ability to try and pick it off if you don't have line of sight and you know you don't want to risk your Su-76 going into the fog of war and getting picked off. So I agree with that kind of usage, but I don't agree with like just effectively activating the ability with a one-on-one engagement.
So yes, it's a good point though that you brought up is that the Su-76 won't move during it cannot move during its barrage. So you want to be careful with that. Somebody said that IPK Funk is deadly with the hordes of Su-76. Indeed, he is. If ever you have a replay of IPK Funk playing with Su-76, if ever you see that on coh2.org, I recommend that you download it and watch it. He does make great use of that tank. And somebody else was asking what's the map. The map, I actually already forgot the name, but it's the new map that just got added from the patch yesterday from Uncle Sam. So it's a community map. Does anybody remember the name? Crossing Rivers, I think, something like that. Sib?
Apparently it's something in the woods, yeah. Not a cabin or a village in the woods. Something in the woods, but it's a great map.
Yeah,
it's a really great map.
It looks awesome too. I mean, graphically, it really looks good. Did you play 1v1, Sib, yet?
I've had a couple quick games, but nothing serious.
So how do you find it?
It's a very open map, but it kind of deviates from that usual convention in the sense that there's a lot of shop blockers with these hedges in the middle. There's I don't know if you can call it a river, but effectively
like a swamp.
Of water.
Yeah,
streams of water which greatly hinder movement around the VPs, so actually accessing them is a very big strategic decision you have to make because you do take considerably more damage in negative cover. It flows nicely. There's nice symmetry, there's the initial decision whether you want to go left and right. It's a good map overall. It seems balanced, I haven't had any issues with it, and it should be fun to play.
Cool. Yeah, same here. I played, no, I didn't. I played one game actually, and it was pretty good. So the last unit here will explain. Guys, hang on, because at the end of the stream we'll be giving out some DLC commanders. So make sure you're following, because if you're not following, you won't be eligible for the prize. So Sib, do you care to explain? Well, I'll go a bit and explain the SU-85, and maybe you can explain the abilities. So the SU-85 is mostly effective from far. It is slow to move around, so that's why you want to use it as far away from as possible from the front line. It does deal great damage to enemy tanks, so it's a very good counter to, for example, against a Tiger, and it's gonna easily kill off a Panzer IV. But you have to be careful, like I said, it is slow moving, so you don't want to get flanked from Panzer IVs. And also, it doesn't have a turret like a Panzer IV or an IS-2 or a lot of the other tanks. So it does take some time for it to target an enemy tank, because the whole tank needs to move, versus like a Panzer IV where it can only just turn its turret. So Sim, maybe you can give us some more details about it and explain the focus fire and the tracking ability.
Yep, SU-85 long range tank hunter. Works best when you use its long range to its advantage. It can outrange pretty much everything bar the elephant and Pack 43. If you want to move yours away so I can bring up a tank quickly, I can. So I have a Panther, which in order to actually beat the SU-85 I'll actually need to flank, because even though I'm a whole tier, arguably a whole tier in front of Zero in terms of health, armor and damage, but so at the moment he can see my Panther with the focus fire ability I'm sure he's using, which actually reduces the mobility of the tank, so it accelerates, decelerates and rotates a lot slower while the ability is active. So you kind of have to consider when you want to use this, because you basically impede any sort of opportunity to escape if a flank strikes at that particular moment. Obviously, it has a high rate of fire. Its penetration is enough to actually make a huge dent in tanks. I have a Panther here, and while the damage may not be considerable, because it has such a high rate of fire, it actually deals a considerable amount of damage to me.
So,
it has the...
yeah, go ahead.
The last ability it has, it's the same as this gun tracking. Great ability to spot flanks to activate if you don't want to force yourself to have the mobility penalties, and you could just use that for munitions cost and actually get a larger radius of sight around the tank.
So a good thing maybe also to do is if you go tier 4 and you don't have tier 3 up and you have like 2 or 3 Su-85, is just maybe have one with focus fire and have the other ones with focus fire disabled, so they can move faster, and maybe bring them up more to the front line and keep one in the back, or even keep 2 in the back with focus fire on, so they have so they can sight for the other tanks, and they can attack from far and not get any damage from the battle. So that's how you would efficiently use the focus fire ability. So we'll take questions, and in the meantime I'll start preparing the DLC. Sib, anything you want to add for Soviet play?
Not really. There's obviously a lot more things we can cover, like openings, counters and whatnot. I'm not sure if you want to do this in this video, but I don't want to.
No, that's it. Well, today was mostly about just in general the basics of the Soviet army, its units, their abilities, and well, I'll be doing more episodes where we'll go more into build orders, counters, and what to use when, and etc. So.
Okay. Other than that, yeah, by all means, if you have any questions, now's the time to ask. If you have any specific stats you want to know about, if you want to know how mechanics work, now's your chance. Other than that, I hope you got a pretty sufficient and informative introduction to the units of the game.
Yeah, even if your question has to do with build orders or specific strategies, we'll take the question, so don't be afraid to ask. and I'm gonna set up the giveaway right now, which is Von Kluge. Can you remind me what the commander is for the Soviet?
Yeah, for Soviet should be either the counterattack commander or Soviet urban defense, but I sent you two other commanders to give away through
Yeah,
Steam, so
I got them.
you should check it out. That's gonna be German Storm and German Lightning War, I think. So they're very, very fun commanders. So yeah, you should. Whoever wins these should really have a blast with them. So
Great.
good luck, everybody.
Any questions in the chat? I didn't have a chance to see.
Not yet, no. I don't think
Okay.
so. So if you have any questions, just feel free to ask them. We're here for you. So shoot.
So I'll start with the Soviet commander. So let me just check which one it is again. Just give me a second. Okay, so it's the Soviet counterattack. And the Soviet counterattack.
Yeah, was one. I didn't remember. Yeah.
I had a problem with Chrome and I have to reinstall the extension. Just give me a second. I'll have to do that. So.
Let me give a quick shout out to our fantastic Facebook page, guys. If you want to have more DLC commanders, just general info, stuff like that, just go to Facebook and go to code2.org, because there you'll find plenty of stuff related to Company of Heroes 2. I also have a game key of Rome Total War 2 lying around, and I really want to give it away, but yeah, who knows when I might do it. So go through that, drop a like, and yeah, check the page out. Thanks.
Great, and thank you for Sib and yourself for joining today. It was a great help. And I'll go ahead now for the giveaway. So the Soviet commander is gonna go to Major Bloodknock.
Congrats, Bloodknock.
So Major Bloodknock, can you just message in chat if you want this commander, if it's okay with you? Just a message to say that you're there, and if you are, and if you don't have that commander, I'll send it to you via Twitch chat. Twitch PM, I mean.
Yeah, Twitch chat would be kinda.
Yeah. You have
He
it.
says no. He has it.
Do you still want it and give it to a friend, or you just don't want it at all?
Or maybe he wants one of the German commanders.
Do you want one of the German ones? What are they again, Von Kluge?
Lightning War and German Storm. Let me recheck that. Yeah, Lightning War, German Storm. So Major Bloodknock, if you want either German Storm or Lightning War. No, give back.
Okay, so
All right,
I'll roll again.
That's really generous of you. Thank you.
Smakadero. SMO.
Smakadero.
Yes.
Oh, Bloodknock has them also. Alright.
Okay, fine. Smakadero, so just give me a shout in the chat if you want the commander, the Soviet commander, which is, again, I forgot, the Soviet counterattack.
So can you tell something about the new IL-2 strafe? About how it is after the nerf, I guess? Yeah, nerf.
Yeah, its damage has been significantly reduced, but it does more passes. So it does effectively kind of the same damage over a longer duration. A similar nerf was done to the KVA to prevent burst and the insta-wipe, so to speak. But if units are bunched up and are actually in the strafe, chances are you'll still lose the squad.
Great, so I sent the commander to Smakadero. Von Kluge, do we have another one to give away? So they're the two ones you sent me? Yeah. So
sure.
we have another. So we have other ones to give away. So two other ones actually. So let me just roll the dice once more. Won't be too long. Twitch is acting up.
We should do like a drum roll, like Ami did on his.
Yeah. Sib is good for that. Sib, you want to do a drum roll?
No, I'm not an SMF. My drum roll functions all the time.
Oh.
Okay, well, it's gonna go to HKG Infinity. Well, no, he's not following. HKG, why are you not following?
He said hand it over. Ah, that sucks. Ah, that sucks.
Uh, that's not fair for the ones that I said to follow, so sorry, HKG.
Hmm.
Let me roll again. I'm having some
HK
trouble with the
HKG, you might want to send me a message through Twitch.
Okay, so the other one is to see Sirlami. Sirlami.
Tsunami! Yay.
Sirlami, do you want it? HKG, send a message to Von Kluge, and I'm sure he'll fix something for you.
And then meanwhile, Sip is destroying our base, just so you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sip is just sneaking quietly, destroying everything on site. Good job, Sip.
Sirlami, you want it? It's the Lightning War one from the Ostier. So I'm gonna send it to you right now. Okay, and the last one. CRJAK. So do you want the German Storm, Sirlami? Do you have German Storm? Those giveaways are complicated. Even for you, Sib. Each time I watch your stream and you're doing giveaways, it seems like it's it's always a problem.
It's because of the Twitch delay. It's very hard to get your message across.
Twitch can be a bitch, just saying.
So Sirlami, do you want the German
No,
Storm?
he already has all the commanders, so...
Okay, CR Jack.
Why the fuck do we giveaways when everybody has
Yes.
all the commanders? I don't understand.
CR Jack, do you want either Lightning War or German Storm?
Give you one. Sip, he wants your money.
Well, the next one that I rolled was Von Kluge. I think Von Kluge, you're...
I want the commander. No.
Okay, next one is RNDM. RNDM, do you want the Lightning War or German Storm Commander? Random.
Come on, dude. Don't tell me you have him. Don't tell me you have him.
Sib, do you need? I know that you needed to go in an hour, so if you need to go, I'll let you go. Thanks again for doing this. I think everybody appreciate it.
I'll stick around for a few more minutes just
Okay.
in case there's a few questions.
Yeah.
But other than that, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure, and have a good night, everyone.
Great, thanks. Is he answering random? He's not answering.
No.
What's happening?
Having anything.
Come on, guys. So Diet Brawny, do you want Lightning War or German Storm? Come on, this is taking longer than the stream itself.
If Diet Brownie doesn't respond, I suggest giving him to of Nerbus and Las Sandida, because they both have a 0 commander. So
Okay,
if,
who's
Random
that?
doesn't answer of Nerbus. No, but he's interested in Soviet commanders. Oh crap. Yeah. Let's try Avnarbus and Los Sandida, because Yeah.
Okay.
Just bought the game, so.
So La
quite enjoyed it.
Sandina, I'll give you either Lightning War or German Storm. Which one do you want? And
They both really.
CR Jack wants. You want one of the commanders, CR Jack? I asked you earlier. Do you want Lightning War or German Storm? CR Jack, I'm gonna give you one of them because you won earlier. So just let me know if you want Lightning
Yeah.
War or German Storm, and I'll give the other one to La Sandina, or something.
Wait
Yeah.
a second. Random has answered. You see it?
Yeah, now I see it. Oh my
Twitch was
god.
probably eating.
Yeah.
Twitch was eating the messages again. So yeah, La Sandina has got a whole. Random gets a pick because yeah, he was
Yeah.
chosen fair and square. So Random, which one of the commanders would you like? German Storm or Lightning War?
Oh.
Oh crap! Oh, this is getting messy.
It's okay. It's okay. Look. CR Jack was the first one to win, so I'm gonna give German Storm to CR Jack, and I'll give Lightning War to Random, and maybe if La Sandia can message you and see if there's anything you can do in the future, or La Sandia just follow Facebook or follow.
Yeah, but yeah, he should follow me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Hey, follow Go to the Dorg on Facebook.
Follow coh2.org, La
Because-
Sandia, and we'll see if maybe Von Kluge can do something for you. So again, I'm gonna give away the Lightning War to CR Jack and German Storm to Random RNDM. And so just check your Twitch PMs, and I'll get the keys will be in there.
All right, Sandida, you should follow us on Facebook, not Twitch also, but for the keys, just go to Facebook, go to the Dorg, drop a follow, and yeah, you'll be surprised what you find out. All right.
So thanks everyone. Thanks again, Sib. Thanks again, Von Kluge. And
You do oblige.
have a nice day.
Yep,
Thanks,
thank
you
you
too,
very
man.
much.